All right, so let's take a quick look at the slate on Fanduel. Let's see what we got. So I got the list of all the players. Just checking the rankings versus opponents. So Jonathan Taylor, we got Bijan Robinson in smash spots against weak run defenses. Scrolling down, Jamar Chase, CD Lamb up against the top defense versus wide receivers at Denver. What else we got here? Jalen Hurts at home against the Giants, 29th ranked fantasy defense against the quarterback. Scrolling through, who else is in a smash spot? Derrick Henry at home against Chicago. Looks like might be a smash spot for him. Bo Nix. Think I'll have plenty of Bo Nix. Actually, Bo Nix will be my first click and my first tap up. So let's see what we come up with my first tap up, first look at the slate, cracking it open. I'm going to go with Bo Nix at quarterback. So I like my Knicks pick. So let's see Bo Nix. Let me see if I want to pair him with any of his receivers. So we got Cortland Sutton here up against the 32nd pass defense against a wide receiver. I think I'm definitely going to pair him with Cortland Sutton. All right, so I got my quarterback, wide receiver click. Do I want to double stack him? Let me see. Who could I pick? I could go with Mims. Get me a Mims click. Franklin. Let's see what Franklin's doing. Franklin. Franklin. Oh, yeah, 10 targets last game. 10 targets. Only caught 3 of them. 19 yards. Think I'll pass on Franklin. Let's see what else. All right, let's see what else do I want with Bo Nix? So on the other side, on the Cowboy side, if I wanted to do a game stack, let's see, CD Lamb. I think CD Lamb is due for a down game actually. You look at his log, he's been producing all year. Trying to spot the chuckle. Could see him having a bit of a down game, or I could see him having his normal game. But for that price point, 9,000, I'm going to skip over CD Lamb. I'm going to look for somebody a little cheaper. Let's see who else is in a good spot. Got Devonta Smith against the 30th ranked pass defense in the Ravens versus the wide receiver. I know Devonta Smith just came off a big game last week. And you see his trend is, he had 16, then he followed it up with 4, then the 18, followed it up with 7, and then he just had his big game. I think that trend is going to continue. Let's see what else is available for us for our second wide receiver slot. Scrolling down, just looking for any value. Let's see. Not seeing a ton of value at wide receiver. Maybe one of the Bucks receivers. Let's look at Tez Johnson. Tez Johnson against New Orleans on the road. Tez Johnson, 9 targets last week, 3 targets the week before, double-digit fantasy points, 5,700. Let's put a pin in that one. I'll put a pin in Tez Johnson for my first build. Actually, let's look at running back. Let's see who we want to have as a foundational piece to my lineup here. Got Jonathan Taylor in a smash spot. Bijan Robinson, smash. Could I get both of them? How would it look if I try to smash both of them in my lineup? Something to think about. See what else we have. Derrick Henry. I could see Derrick Henry getting right. Might want to think about Henry. 8,000. That's about as cheap as you're going to get Derrick Henry. Get Lamar back. I could see it. When was the last time he had a touchdown? He had a touchdown a couple weeks ago. Let's think about Derrick Henry. Scroll down. Scatterbo. Scatterbo's price is coming up 7,200. Scatterbo's been pretty consistent, double-digit fantasy points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight games. Can't be mad at that. Let's see what else we have. Swift has been good. Might want to consider DeAndre Swift. He's still under 7,000, coming off of 2 straight 20 plus fantasy point games. Yeah, let's go. Let's see how it looks with DeAndre Swift, I should say. DeAndre Swift. See. Scroll. Not seeing anything else. So I probably want to get one of these top running backs. Gotta go maybe Bijan. I mean, Jonathan Taylor's been on an absolute heater. Absolute heater. Actually, I thought he had 3 straight games of 30 plus. He had a 24.7 in there. Let's do. I think I might do Bijan. At home against the Dolphins. Yeah, he should be extra funky. Extra funky. We'll go with Bijan. Go with Bijan right here. All right, so we don't have much average salary left, just 5,540. So I need to find some value. So when I'm thinking about values, let's start with defense. Is there a deep dive value defense that we feel comfortable with on my first tap up of the slate? Let's see who's at home. Who's at home against a weak offense? Those are the type of taps that I like. Baltimore, no. Atlanta, 4,100. Oh, you got to target the Dolphins. You got to target Tua. Tua turn the ball over. You got to target that. Let's see Atlanta's defense. Cooling off, up and down defense. I definitely like Atlanta's defense. I'm going to go ahead and add Atlanta. So I've got Bijan. I got the Atlanta defense, so that's a good correlation up there, I think. And let's see if we got a value tight end. I'll just start at the bottom. I think Kyle Pitts has been heating up, right? Do I want a Falcons onslaught line up here? 10 targets last game. Something to think about. Let's see. Let's keep scrolling. Fannin let me down last week. Mason Taylor, he's still under 5,000. He's getting targeted, right? He only had 5 targets. I think you might get better quarterback play. They don't have any wide receivers. I think Wilson's still out, right? Wilson, yeah, he's out. He's already out. So not even going to question it. Not even questionable. You are out. Now Mason Taylor's questionable. Taylor able to suit up right after seemingly a quadriceps injury. Yeah, the Jets passing game is too shaky for me. I think I want something more reliable, but something cheap. I think I want a cheap tight end here. Don't want to go over 5,500. I might have to take a chance on Mason Taylor. Oh, Bellinger. What was up with Bellinger last week? Catching long passes all over the place. This looks chuckle. That looks fooly. That looks fooly right there. I can't trust that. I don't think he's going to keep doing that. Have a lot of options down here. I might just go with Kyle Pitts and hope he gets me 6 or 7. He's got 1 touchdown this year. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just take a chance on Pitts. And right now I'm looking at Falcons onslaught. So let's look at receivers some more. Pickens, yeah, they priced down this Pickens to 7,200. I could see him scoring. Oh, he scored in 5 straight games. Didn't score last week. A Dunze cooled off. Yeah, you can't trust a Dunze. Who's due to score some touchdowns? Zay Flowers. Has Zay Flowers scored all year? He scored the first week of the season. If he was a little cheaper, I would consider him. I don't want to pay 7,100. Pittman got priced up. I think he was 50, like 5,800 last week. Up to 6,800 now. It's been pretty consistent. Let's see if we got anybody else cheaper. I have much salary to play with here. Jawan Jennings. I consider Jawan Jennings. Let's keep scrolling. Shaheed at home. Always got to consider Shaheed at home. Shaheed is due for a long touchdown, too. I might go with Shaheed in a big tournament. Let's see how the lineup looks with Shaheed in there and how much salary I have left. So 6,300. Let's look at flex. So flex. I like to play running backs in the flex, but some of my best teams the last couple of weeks actually had wide receivers in the flex. So let's see. I'm open to all options down here. So I could go Tez Johnson and play that game. Big play receivers, Shaheed and Tez Johnson in the same game. Let's see, what else? Double tight end, maybe? No, not feeling double tight end. Might just take a chance on Tez Johnson. I mean, he's been showing out a little bit. And this is a tournament lineup, so, you never know. Take a shot on Tez Johnson. Let's put him at wide receiver, not in the flex. Let's have some options for the flex, Tez Johnson. Let's do that. And then the flex, okay, I got 6,900 left. That's a fair amount. I actually was looking at Chase Brown. Chase Brown is due to score a touchdown. I wish he was a little cheaper, like 65, 64. I don't think 6,900 is justified, but he came to life last week. He might get it going. He's due to score. He's only scored the first week of the season. And you got Pittman here. Waddle. What's Waddle's status? He's limited, questionable with a hamstring. If I'm feeling Waddle, plus I have Atlanta's defense. Maybe Devonta Smith. I might chase Devonta Smith here in the flex. Got McMillan. Let's take a look at McMillan. He's not getting targeted as much. I think I'm going to go Devonta Smith for my last click in this tournament play. I would go Zay Flowers if I had the salary. I think he's going to score. I'm going to go Devonta Smith. What did he do against the Giants a couple games ago? He only had 7. I'm going to keep on with Devonta Smith. Barkley, I mean, they don't have any running production out of Barkley. They got to pass. I'm going to go with Devonta Smith. I think A.J. Brown is hobbled too. Is A.J. Brown questionable? Yeah, he's questionable. I'm going to go with this. This is my lineup. So Bo Nix, DeAndre Swift, Bijan Robinson, Cortland Sutton, Rashid Shaheed, Tez Johnson, Kyle Pitts, Devonta Smith, and Atlanta's defense for my first tap up in a Fanduel tournament. Actually, this is the NFL Snap 20 entries max. I like this tournament. Pretty good top prize. If we look at the prizes, 15,000 at the top. Guaranteed prize pool. So I'm a fan of this $4 20 entry max. It's one of my favorite tournaments. And this will be my lineup. So you can tell me if you want. Maybe we'll tie for the top. But I'm gonna roll with this. Enter.